3-0 Man United. When do we ever get to say that? Let that sink in a little bit more. Manchester United have won a Premier League game away from home 3-0. Yes, it was Leicester. Leicester is shit. Oh my God, Leicester is so bad. Get back into the Championship. I'm sorry, Van Nistelrooy. I'm sorry, Ruud. You're a legend, mate, but you are not going to be able to survive playing football like that. United weren't great, and we still won 3-0. That was a much-needed mega win for Manchester United because, yes, it's Leicester. Yes, the crap. Yes, you're expected to win, but also Manchester United needed to carry on the momentum. It is a very, very good week for United. 7 goals in 2 games, into the quarterfinals with the win against Sociedad, and today United were clinical. We hit the target. We were at it from the off in terms of shots. Rasmus early doors off the post from Christian Eriksen, and then all of a sudden, bang, Bruno Fernandes steps up again with a peach of a ball through. And you're thinking, is this the moment? Is Rasmus actually going to put the ball in the back of the net? Boom! What a finish that was, by the way. Rasmus Højlund back with a bang on the goal-scoring charts. Again, a brilliant finish that any striker would be proud of. Fantastic. Across to Manson into the corner of the Leicester goal. And it pretty much set the tone. And Leicester never really looked like they were going to be able to get back into the game. They huffed, they puffed, and Anna didn't really have much to do in that first half. United came out in the second half. The only bad blip in the game was Aiden Heaven going off with what looked like a really bad injury. Absolutely devastated, gutted for him. He was brilliant. He was on for the man of the match. Again, the way he was playing, he was so composed. I was talking at half-time saying that he's playing like Rio Ferdinand. He reminds me of a Rio Ferdinand. Absolutely brilliant football from him. And again, it's just a shame that Manchester United have been hit by yet another injury at the back. At one point now, we had Collier at the back, and we are stretched to the limit right now. Thank God the likes of Lenny Yoro and Harry Maguire don't seem too far away, and after this international break, we probably have a couple of defenders back as well. I really do hope that Aiden Heaven is okay, because like I said, he'd really started to come into his own, and he looked like he was holding his place down. And to be honest, even when Yoro and Maguire came back, he was still in with a shout of beating them to being in that starting lineup for the games coming up. So I'm really gutted for him. Honestly, that was the only bad blip in a game which United, without being fantastic, controlled, and they were all right. Garnacho criminally had that goal disallowed for offside. How he's not watching that line, but then again, he came back and he got his goal. And that again is showing a little bit of character from this Man United side. All of a sudden, we're not letting them moments get on top of us. We're not downbeat. We carried on going. And a little poke through again from Bruno Fernandes. I think he's going to claim that as another assist. Actually went through to Garnacho, and he finished it off well into the corner. The keeper might have done better. He was probably blindsided, but United had a goal disallowed, hit the post, and still scored 3. But moving on into the backstage of that game, we're given a chance to bring out 3 more academy players in Toby Collier, in Harry Amas, and Chido Wobby as well. Xerxes came on and got minutes. It was as perfect as a day's football can get, because then right at the end, Dalot does something that I've never seen him do before, which is absolutely skill someone, put him on his ass, run down the line and pick out the perfect cross. Bruno Fernandes and Dalot seem to have that connection when it comes to that ball to the edge of the box. Bruno is always there, and I think Dalot knows it. It was a simple ball across, well executed from Dalot. Perfect finish. Bruno Fernandes again, and I make that with his assists and everything else. That's 30 goal involvements this season now for Bruno Fernandes. 16th goal of the season for him, and another 14 assists on top of that. It is phenomenal. Whichever way you look at it, Bruno Fernandes is just on a different planet to anybody else in that United side and anybody else in the Premier League. I challenge anybody to come up against Bruno Fernandes and bring them numbers to the table like he is doing right now in a team which has underperformed all season. Bruno Fernandes is just on a different planet to everybody else. I keep on saying it and banging the drum, and yeah, he can just work in moments and it doesn't always come off for him, but what he does bring you is guarantees. It's guaranteed work rate. It's guaranteed playing brave. It's guaranteed creating. It's guaranteed goals. If you've got that in a player, he is valuable. He's like gold to Manchester United right now. And thank God he didn't take that offer in the summer, because Manchester United right now, without Bruno Fernandes, would be where Leicester are, in that relegation zone. That's how poor this team has performed this season. But that is one of the very rare moments this season where Manchester United have actually got back-to-back victories. 7 goals in a week. I'm taking that. That is a good week for United. I'm really happy with that. Mentions for other players in that game as well. Obviously, Rasmus got his goal. We talked about Garnacho, Bruno Fernandes. I don't rate Lindelof at all. I thought it was our weak link in defence. But next to him, when you've got someone like Matthias de Ligt, and again, man of the match, he's going to be run and probably beaten by Bruno Fernandes with all of the pundits and TV with what Bruno did today. I mean, a goal and 2 assists is hard to argue against for Bruno Fernandes, but de Ligt, what an absolute monster this man is. He is absolutely awesome right now, Matthias de Ligt. Then blocks. He wins everything in the air. He is just an absolute beast. And I love the way that he follows the forward out and pressures them. And his intensity in his challenges and how aggressive he is. It's scary. I would not want to come up against Matthias de Ligt. There's a moment there when I'm looking at Jamie Vardy up against de Ligt. And I'm looking at the size of the legs of de Ligt compared to Jamie Vardy. I'm thinking, if I'm going to get a tackle off that guy, I'm going to snap in half. That's how aggressive he is. And he's just an absolute unit. And you know what? What's a signing he has been this summer for Manchester United. I don't care what anybody else says about other players and what's happening right now. The recruitment in Manchester United summer was very, very good. And he is a prime example of that. I'm just gutted that Heaven isn't going to be able to play alongside him, because I feel like them two are actually on a different, they're on a different planet again. Their wavelength and understanding. And you throw, like, for instance, like your back line could have been a Lenny Yoro, an Aiden Heaven, and a Matthias de Ligt going through the rest of this season. Man, I'm devastated about that injury, about Aiden Heaven. I really am. I'm not going to let it take away the win. I'm not going to let it take away or deflect away from what has been a very good afternoon for Manchester United. Obviously, we watched Liverpool lose earlier on, and United have won. City have dropped points. Everybody's having... everybody in United's fan base is having a good old weekend, and it's been a while since we've been able to sit here this comfortable going into an international break the way we have. I think we can all chill now after everything that's happened this week. It's been an eventful one with what's happened off the pitch. On the pitch, there's been pressure, but United have come through. They've won games that they should have won. I'm not going to big it up to be something that it's not right now. We're into the quarterfinals. We've moved up a couple of places in the league. We've slashed that goal difference in half today as well, and it's just looking a little bit better. And overall, the mood and atmosphere around Manchester United going into this break now is upbeat, and it just feels better. And it actually feels like, I'm just going to say it right now, it feels like something I've not felt all season. This is the happiest and most upbeat and positive I've felt all season for Manchester United. And you know what? I think Ruben Amorim deserves it. He deserves his little break right now. He deserves to take the plaudits. He's stretched squad-wise. We've got injuries coming out of our out of every bleeding corner of the football club right now, and we're managing. We're just getting through these games. But so there are some senior players in this squad that are standing up at the moment and carrying us through, and it is in the spine of our side. Bruno Fernandes, Matthias de Ligt. Wow, if we added that strike force to this team, we would be a force to be reckoned with. And I feel like United, under Amorim, we are learning and we are going places. Tougher games to come, bigger fish to fry, of course, and it's not going to be easy the last 2 months of the season. But at least we've set ourselves up and given ourselves a little bit of something to look forward to now going into April. And I think United can do it. We can. Performances like this with a few better players back in the team as well, and a stronger side, I think we're going to be okay. I do. Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think, everybody. Hit that subscribe button on your screen right now as well. I'll see you over on the live show in just a few moments' time. Cheers, everybody. Give the video a like. Come on, United. Get in there.